What's everybody? Welcome to Monday night on the Livecast. We're back. We've been off for a few days. We just took 2 days off last week. I mean, not, because we wanted to.
I know, it didn't, it was a short time, but it felt like a lot of time.
Did feel like a lot of time, especially for me because we were out of town. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was, if you don't know, my father passed away 1 week ago today, Monday. Last Monday, I found out we had the live cast, and Kelly and I went to Vancouver Tuesday morning early for the funeral. But before I get to that, before I spend time talking about my father's funeral, which is weird to say that, I said to Kelly all week, I kept, looking at her going, my father died.
Yeah.
And she'd say, I know, honey, your dad did die. And it was...
Did it come in waves?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like right this second, honestly, I could cry. And I did not have the warmest, closest relationship with my dad, but it's apparent. Not apparent. It's a space parents.
It's a parent.
It's a parent. Thank you, Max.
A parent.
And
oh wait, no, hold on. Now I'm confused. Are you saying it's a parent or it's a parent?
It's a mother-father parent.
Okay.
As opposed to it's a parent that I had a...
So you misspoke when you said a parent, because when you say a parent, it sounds like you're saying...
It's obvious that
it's
I
parent,
had
yes,
that I didn't have that kind of... but I'll talk about that. But yes, it comes in waves, absolutely. And I have to say an enormous amount of support from people on Facebook and email, people, writing, and so many people have reached out. It's really wonderful. Mm-hmm. Makes me want to make sure that I take the time to say something special to somebody who I care about when they have a loved one pass away. But anyway, we're here. I'll get to that. Steve is here looking splendid. What's up, dude? You good?
Sure.
You tired?
What does that even mean? Sure. Kelly, how are you, miss?
I am good.
Good to know that you didn't break your wing.
I know. I'm going to live. Look, I was waiting to see how long it took someone to notice, and somebody already did.
What?
What did they notice?
We're
what
back?
Did they notice, Sam?
Oh, the hoodie?
Your spectacles.
Oh, my spectacles. That's funny that you say that.
Irene says
I do have new glasses.
new glasses.
And they do look amazing.
Side shot. They're from Spectacles in Cardiff, where the Cardiff Seaside Market is, where my child works. Mm-hmm. The place is called Spectacles. The brand is Masunaga. And Steve and I were just talking about them. I like them because they got a little bit of a retro look, but they're still a contemporary frame.
It's very nice.
They got some cool stuff. Whoa, that was a bad sign. Let me guess. Please, camera up. Oh, he wiped out a drink on himself.
Spilled coffee
Oh, that's
I spilled coffee all over
God.
myself.
And that's why we have a no drink policy back
Wait,
here.
was
Max.
it coffee or was it? I heard ice.
It was hot coffee
On your
all over myself.
on your junk, dude?
Everywhere. Okay, I'm going to change this shot real quick. Sorry.
See, here's the deal. By the way, if I spilled hot coffee on this part of me, wouldn't matter. I took Zach today to the doctor. Zach's sprain guy has a, what did you, level 2 sprain? Lynn, what's it called?
Grade 2.
Second degree, what?
Ankle sprain.
Zach has a second degree ankle sprain, and we go into the doctor's office. He couldn't really drive very well. We go in, and the nurse goes, you're going to go here, Mr. Zion, and Zach will go to the x-ray room. And I said, I've had all the children I'm going to have. It doesn't matter. I can come in. I don't need the lead vest. I'll be fine. She goes, you're going to go in the little room. Zach's going to come this way.
Oh,
you don't
you got
mess with the nurse.
schooled.
I got schooled, absolutely. She was very sweet about it, but I totally got schooled. Anyway, Lynn's got paper towels in his hand. Are you wiping down his crotch there,
I was
dude?
just going to say.
No, I'm doing that to
patting
myself.
him
Not that
down.
there's
Don't worry.
anything wrong with it. We all look after each other here.
Nope, we're good
It's
back
fine.
here.
So we were talking about Kelly. Kelly thought
Didn't
she
your
broke
poor
her arm.
little kid just get a concussion?
Yes,
Can we
the
just
poor
watch
little
that
kid.
video?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a rough
And this was
sport.
another lacrosse game.
He's
What
the
the hell?
injury-prone little brother.
Yes, but they beat the number 1 team in Northern California.
And that's the game he got hurt?
That was the game
He played the whole game. He got hurt at the end,
At
but
the
stayed in.
No, he got hurt in the second quarter, but it didn't bother him enough. He played the rest of the game
serious?
like a champion, and he came back 4.5 hours on the bus, and then now it's badly sprained. Anyway,
Adrenaline wears off.
what?
I said adrenaline wears
Adrenaline
off.
wears off. That's exactly right. You
yeah.
fight your way through it, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, Mom fell 2 weeks ago, Kel.
Yeah.
And and she was like,
3 weeks.
oh, I'm fine, I'm
Yep.
fine. In the past, week, she's been like, I think I broke it. So finally, she took herself today. Did they X-ray the wing?
They did.
They X-rayed you,
And it's okay.
right? Fortunately, you've had all the
It
children.
sustained some trauma, but it will be okay.
Wait, really? It's okay? The X-rays came back negative?
What?
Nothing.
Max.
I'm just messing
I
with you,
miss
Mom.
And fortunately for Mom, she also has had all the children she's gonna have, right?
Yeah.
No surprises.
Got that right.
You could, I can't.
I don't even. No, I could. I actually can't. Forget
Why
it.
can't-
Carry on.
Wait, why can't you?
Sam,
Should we not do this now?
such a stupid go.
Well, I'm the one that had the procedure. By the way, I'd have it again. I had something called a Valium IV. And let me just say this to you watching at home. If a doctor anywhere offers you a Valium IV, take the fucking thing.
Really? It's that good?
Take it. When I had my vasectomy, Kelly dropped me off. I went in by myself. I had a couple other forms to fill out. I think I'd filled out the majority of them when I went for my pre-vasectomy checkup. I'm sitting in the room. The nurse comes to me, all right, we're going to go in here and blah, 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 and then take this and put this on and whatever, right? And then she leaves me. And I'm lying on the table with not much on, just a little paper gown. And the doctor walks in, Dr. Greisman, who's a great guy. And he goes, all right, let's get to this. And here's done. And he starts with the Valium. And he's getting ready to do this. And I go, just by yourself? Like, I feel like there should be...
Assistance.
I want like the full complement of medical staff in there.
Right.
If he sneezes, I want somebody to wipe his nose and clean the deal and hand him
They're
the
messing with
forceps.
your
They're in my
jewels.
they're in my junk, up in my grill.
Right.
And he goes like this, Mr. Zion. There's enough anxiety associated with this procedure by itself. The last thing you need is me bringing 2 or 3 female assistants in here to help.
That's true.
And I looked at him and went, that's a good damn point.
Oh, man.
And he goes, plus I've done this, can't even tell you how many times. The incision it's this big. It's nothing. It's nothing. And then he proceeded to give me a Valium IV, and he could have cut the whole damn thing off, and I would not have cared one bit. I think the next morning I would have been a little surprised. The next morning I would have gone to the bathroom and been like,
I need another Valium IV.
honey, can you come in here for a second? What did I do yesterday? Anyway. But I'm the one that had, what? Oh.
We're back to you, Kelly.
I got it. I think I just put the pieces together. Are you sure? How can you be 100% sure?
I am sorry.
So
I have
curious.
no idea what you're talking about. I was talking to Addie on here.
I said that I was the one that couldn't have kids, and then I joked
Oh,
about
we're
you,
still
and you
on
said,
that?
"Yeah,
Oh my God, that was like so 5 minutes ago.
I know." But okay, I think I got it. We don't have to talk about it.
It's not that important. It's called nature. Now carry on. For
Yeah,
heaven's
move on.
sake.
But are you sure? You sure completely? Like, how do you? Would you just get like a message in the email one day? You're done.
Okay, you're so weird.
By the way, have all
Sammy.
the unprotected sex you want, even with your husband who's now a eunuch. Go ahead. Nothing can happen.
You actually don't even understand, do you? That's so
Well,
weird.
I guess I feel like you're
okay,
too young to.
let's talk about your star sapphire because Addie's noticed that also.
Oh, my dad's ring, right? This is my dad's ring. I had this on Monday, and I have not taken it off yet. And the cool thing, I don't know if you know a star sapphire. Can you see the star?
Oh, yeah, I can.
It's just there.
Huh?
Do you see the star in there, Lynn?
So that's not like ingrained.
Oh, it's
green.
No.
Yeah.
And depending on how you look at it, it sort of moves around a little bit.
That's
It's
really
pretty
cool. I didn't actually notice
And
that.
while we're this close, look at this burn weight on my wrist. Can you see that burn? That happened last night.
Oh,
Holy
Wow.
shit,
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah, I was taking what the hell? Oh, those beer muffins were in the
Out of that
out of the
there.
oven.
Is
yeah.
that what those are? Beer muffins?
That little muffin over there was a beer
Yeah.
muffin.
Dude,
I
that
copied a
was
recipe
good.
that I got on one of grandma's cookbooks when I was in Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we didn't finish in the back room. We've got Max and Lynn. Max now with a wet crotch that's been wiped down by Lynn.
No. Whoa.
And Lynn's very
No,
dark.
Just a wet ass.
Lynn's
guys are
dark.
dark
You
in
guys
here.
are both a little dark in there.
Yeah, well, whatever.
People want to see you.
We've got our neighbor.
Okay,
He's going to come.
Are we doing bigger lights back here? What are we doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're on the floor right beside you. We just have to get them up in the
Oh
ceiling.
yeah, we're installing better lights, but they're not directional, anyways. Linda in Escondido, California, writes about not this, but the TV show. What is with the frantic music? I like what you do, but it sounds like you are doing drugs.
What?
oh, I think they're talking about the TV show.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, the TV
She's
show.
talking about the TV show.
Okay.
It sounds like you're doing drugs. This sounds like doing drugs. That sounds like drugs being done, Linda. By the way, not sure what you do in your little home there, but the music can't sound like doing drugs. Whack. So
she might have been on drugs when she wrote that.
she probably was. So we go to Vancouver for the funeral. And I have to say, I don't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting this. We're on the plane. Me at the aisle, Kel in the middle. And the guy who comes to sit beside Kelly goes, "Oh, I'm right there." He gets in the seat, and within 1/2 a second, he's in this position.
Oh, on your computer?
Sorry, it's on my computer, yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Within 1/2 a second, he was like that.
Really?
This was 20 minutes before we took off.
Wow.
No,
The
I swear to you, and I got the giggles. It's not like he sort of sat down, you sort of do that token try
Hello,
and
how
have
are
like
you?
a
Where are you going? What
respectful
were you-
thing. He sat down and his head just hit the window and he threw his hat down. It was unbelievable. And then I got the giggles.
And I took a picture.
Oh, and when she gets the giggles, it's not good.
And I couldn't believe it. And she was being a little bit loud about it, too. Like, hey, look at him. And I thought, the guy's going to know. And he didn't. So I took a picture. Anyway, we get to Vancouver Tuesday. At noon, went to my mom's house. I had a good hug with my mom. That was, great hug with my mom. We sat down. We had a little lunch. What did we have?
Oh, we had the shrimp.
Oh, we had shrimp. Oh, my parents live on this golf course. It's a little like civic golf course. It's very pretty. Mm-hmm. They have a townhouse, a really nice little community. It's really sweet. And this
Lots of
little
old people.
lots of old people, and lots of friends, which is really cool. And the public little course has a restaurant to it. And we're all hungry. And my mom goes, they make these great shrimp salad sandwiches, which I will be making one day this week for Kelly. So they made shrimp clubhouse sandwiches. They were freaking delicious. But now the rabbi's coming over at 1:30, and it's like noon 30 when by the time I go in, I get these. You got to eat them fast because you're not supposed to have shellfish. In my religion, my people don't eat shellfish.
Right.
Much like pigs that we're not supposed to eat, which I do, of course. Old rules. They're the scavengers of the sea. Pigs are the scavengers of land, right? And it's dirty. And back in the day, you get sick from that. So anyway, we got those. It was great. The rabbi comes over, and the rabbi, who is fairly new to the synagogue, didn't really know my father. My dad's been in a home for 4.5 years, and he's only been there like 5. So he comes over to help understand him so he can say things in his eulogy and ask questions like who are going to be the pallbearers, and you got to do all that stuff.
Wow.
And it's right when someone's taken from you, you then have to sit down and answer these questions.
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre, Max. It is. Who will do this? Who's going to stand up and speak? You're going to organize food back at the house after. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I think in some respects maybe it helps you get through it.
Therapeutic.
Makes it real.
I don't know if it's therapeutic, but you have to keep your head in the game.
Right.
Is really what it is. You know what? Just like we were talking about Zach and the adrenaline, Max, getting through the rest of the game because he screwed up his ankle.
Yeah.
I think it's like Grandma was almost working on
Yeah. She
overdrive.
Just, like,
You
gotta
know,
just get through
she was
this.
on autopilot.
Coast.
She's on coasting because she's got to make these decisions.
Yeah.
So we sit with the rabbi, and by the way, just let me say this: what age do you get to when you want to keep the temperature in your home at 114? Jeez. I was like
That's
this.
a good question.
Like, Mom, please, you're killing me in this place. Can you do something? She goes, what? It's fine.
You know, when
she goes, okay, I'll turn it down to, well, like, she's like, I'll turn it down a degree or two. A degree or two. I could be here naked with ice packs strapped to me, and I'd still be fucking sweating.
When we went to stay at Grandma's house,
Yeah.
we walked in, and I think one of the neighbors had like, set the house up for us, and the thermos was on like 85.
85.
And it was so hot, and it was so funny because we had a note that said, make sure you turn the thermos below 83 at night because it gets really hot.
I think they go up with
don't
the
leave it
age.
above 83. It gets
You're
really hot.
75, you like it at 75. 76, you're a little warmer. And that's why they go to Florida and Palm Springs, because it's guaranteed hot all the damn time.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It was killing me. I couldn't take it.
How is the weather up there, by the way?
Well, so let's just check this out. So we do the thing with the rabbi. The next morning is Wednesday, and that's the day of the funeral. And it dawns, much like it is here, cloudy outside right now, right? Overcast, cloudy. There's talk of rain, but it was what it was, and nothing was happening. We all meet at the house. My brothers organized a couple limousines, Uncle Randy, Max, for us to all go. So in one limousine is Grandma, me, Randy, Ricky. So my mom and her 3 sons and the 3 wives. Is that right, Kel?
Yeah.
That was it. And then some of the cousins and nephews in the other car. And we're driving out to, it's about a half hour, 35 minutes, the chapel where the cemetery is, and it's all good. But certainly as we got closer, my mom started getting quiet. I mean, you could feel it. And my brothers are making
I was just gonna say,
jokes, and my brothers are.
Say, Grandma's getting quieter, and your brothers are getting louder.
Yes, almost, right?
Yes.
And we get there, and we pull in, and then you get out of the car, and the first people I see are Nana, Kelly's mom, and Dana, the sister, and Cheryl, the sister, and we hug, and blah, blah, blah. And then we go into, so it's a Jewish funeral, and we go into a room at the back, and everybody's sitting in the pews, and there's the coffin with the Star of David
Draped over it?
draped over it, like a blanket with the Star of David on it.
Wait, like they do for U.S. soldiers with
American flag.
They
It wasn't
do
the
with-
Israeli flag.
But
it was
okay.
just a dark blue, like cover with the Star of David
Cool.
in the center of it.
Kind of like the flag that you got wrapped up back there that you got from a soldier
I do,
that
yeah.
had it in Iraq. They flew it over one of Saddam's palaces.
Yeah.
He brought it back after his 3rd tour in Iraq.
And they were
gave it to
watching
my
Sam the
dad.
Cooking Guy in Iraq.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Yeah.
It's another day.
It's back there in that bookcase.
Right,
somewhere.
it's another
That
day.
trips me out to think about.
Nice.
A guy on his 3rd tour of duty in
A chaplain.
Baghdad,
A chaplain.
in Saddam
Oh, he's a
Hussein's
chaplain.
palace, a chaplain goes, I'm going to bring this flag to Sam the Cooking Guy. Of all people, I'm bringing it to Sam the Cooking Guy.
Well, you know what? They were watching Sam the Cooking Guy
Uh-huh.
over there. He had some shows taped. When I heard about this through a friend that knew him, I gave him a couple seasons on DVD, and they watched over there. And the palace that he flew the flag in front of, I took a picture and gave it to me, and it's there. That palace was named Victory Over America.
Oh, wow.
That's what Saddam
Yeah.
named it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I call this palace Victory Over America.
Palace.
That didn't really work out very well for him. I don't
Palace America sucks.
think. Right. Anyway, so we
I
get
hate
there.
Ryan Seacrest.
I'm trying to
Sorry.
talk about my dad's funeral, and I haven't purposely really told you about this because I knew we were going to talk about it now. So I'm saying hi to people. I'm walking down the aisle to go to this little back room. Then I stop and I see there's a coffin there with a thing over it, and it was that was very real to me, just super whatever. And so we sit in the back room until the thing starts, and then the family comes out, and the rabbi speaks and does a few prayers. And then the speaking order was this. It was Uncle Randy first, Max, my oldest brother, that did a beautiful job. He spoke really, really beautifully. And then Mark Zion talked.
I thought Mark Zion wasn't going.
Oh, no, Mark Zion ended up going.
Oh.
So Mark Zion spoke, Max's cousin, my nephew. And he spoke of a few memories of his grandfather. And one of them was my grandfather's hatred of ants. So he had a can of Raid with him. And my grandfather's love of his dog.
Your father's.
So he had, yes, his grandfather, my father's love of dogs. So he had a dog bone with him.
That's cool.
And my father's love of news. So he had a news week with him. And then Matthew, another grandson, spoke and talked about my father's love of fart jokes.
Did he tell one?
No, it's just he was always up for somebody farting, and he loved the word fart. I mean, it was awkward, I think, for some of the older people there. And then I got up and I spoke and I said, I got to try and find this while I'm talking. My father, I was that morning, I was writing some stuff, and I tried to find something that was meaningful for my relationship with my dad. And it was, the things that I was writing down were very light. My dad was a clean freak and blah, blah. I tried to find something special that we shared, and it was a love of big band music. My dad would take me to see big bands play in Vancouver. And he turned me on to Frank Sinatra. And I can see my dad in his car and in his den, like directing Frank Sinatra music, like, do this kind of stuff. And I said, so right now I'm going to play one of his favorite songs. And I played this. Hold on. Wait for it.
Max says the head nod.
Fly me to
Oh, that was a great song.
So I played this song
among the stars.
for 2.5 minutes.
Really?
And I,
What spring is
Yes,
like
really.
on
Jupiter and
Did you
Mars.
sing?
No, I did the hand movements in the head.
Everybody was.
I directed just like my dad would. But the interesting thing is that the front couple of rows absolutely got it. And I was looking around at some of the older people in the room, and they were like, what the fuck? 10 seconds, 15 seconds, they thought it was really charming. 25, 30 seconds. They were like, really? How long is this going to go on? 2.5 minutes later.
Is a long time.
And you know what? It wasn't about them.
Nope.
It wasn't for them. It was for my father. And the last line of the song is, I love you. Boom, and I pointed to the casket, and I went and I sat down.
Ah, that's cute.
Well played,
That's
sir.
great.
Thank you.
Well played.
The rabbi gets up, and oh, hold on, I got to do this. Wait. Hold on.
Is this for our dish?
Hold on.
Oh.
So then the rabbi gets up, and he's doing a few more little prayer things, right? Mm-hmm. And they open up as people are talking speeches. You're hearing this. Is that picking up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that sound like?
Rain.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Except the rain now, it starts getting louder. And while I was talking, it was like so loud that people are looking around doing this.
They're not listening to you anymore.
Totally no.
They're trying to look out the little chapel windows to figure out what's going on, right? And I'm telling you,
Wow.
It's getting louder and louder and louder. And finally, when I'm finished, the rabbi talks, they open up these 2 giant doors so the pallbearers can take the casket outside. It's not just doing this. It's hailing. I'm telling you, hail is coming down, right? And now we've all got to grab umbrellas, and out we go to the hail.
I was just gonna say this is really good old
Is
time
that
radio.
how- I know. Is that
Thank you
how
very
they
much.
do this? And
But wait, so just let me take you back to the day before. The Jewish tradition is this: if this is the depth of the grave, and here's the coffin in it.
Wait, isn't the depth of the grave supposed to be a lot more?
He was a very small man.
So here's
Oh,
the
that's
depth.
where you get it
I don't know
from,
how many
Dad.
feet it is. 10 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet, whatever it is. Right. So imagine that we've shrunk it down, right?
I'm an idiot.
The coffin is here, right?
Yeah.
The Jewish tradition has it that friends and family shovel dirt in. Enough dirt to basically go whoosh, all of it. If they can do all of it, that's what they want done. Because it's an honor to do it, and you want friends and family doing it rather than strangers. Which kind of actually is nice, right? But so my mom says the day before with the rabbi, you know, my ankles are bad. I can't stand a long time. Can we not like fill the whole thing up? And the rabbi says, tell you what, we'll fill in enough dirt so it covers the sides and comes over the top of the coffin. Then we'll be fine. But now we're outside. And like this. Rain, hail. I'm telling you, the hail is pounding on people's umbrellas.
Wow.
It was almost comical, but it kept you from being focused on what the moment was.
Yeah.
Because they put the casket on these ropes and they automatically start lowering it. And that's, you know, as I was thinking about this a few days before, that's where I thought it was just going to take me out of the whole thing. That's where I was going to lose it. But this is going on so much. Finally, the rabbi's trying to talk. Finally, the rabbi goes like this. And he has to yell because nobody can hear him. Just put enough dirt just so you cover just the top, not even up to the top, just the lid of the coffin.
The hail is accumulating like snow.
It's like
Was it hail at this point?
It
Oh, it was complete hail.
It hailed for 10 minutes, so it was like accumulating like it was snow. And I'm not kidding. Like,
oh, I got to stop
giggles
that.
were going.
It was
It was
insane. And in the middle of all this, my nephew takes the dog bone, the can of Raid, and the Newsweek, and gently boop, tosses it into the grave.
Oh, that's cool.
And not in the rabbi's eyes.
Oh, really?
it's
Oh, no,
cool
no, no.
if you're not a Jew.
Oh, no.
In the Jewish religion,
Oh no!
you come into the world with nothing, you leave the world with nothing.
Oh, wow.
So what did he have to
You're
jump
all
in and grab
Jews.
it out?
All Jews are buried in a plain pine box. You don't go to a funeral home and decide you want the burled walnut or the oak rubbed with the fine finish.
What?
In a shroud.
Plain pine box, and you're not wearing your favorite suit, golf clothes, your Sunday jammies.
Wow.
You're in a shroud. You come in with nothing, you go out with nothing. And my nephew takes these things and goes, boop, boop. Just as the rabbi turns, and his face was like,
Oh, no.
I mean, I didn't even know what to say.
So my cousin Mark, if you guys knew, it's
It's
so
like, I don't want to laugh, but it's
No, Lynn, Kelly's sister said to me, so we go back to the house after, right, for sandwiches and lox and bacon, these great food, and you're having cocktails, and it is what it is, right? It's the moment after that's much lighter than everything that came before it. And then Kelly's sister comes up and goes, is it wrong to use the word funeral and fun in the same sentence? And I don't think it is.
Huh.
This was an 88-year-old man that passed away in his sleep after a long life.
Yeah.
How about when your mom told the rabbi to hurry up?
Grandma, in the middle of
I
this,
swear.
in the middle of this, Grandma says to the rabbi, hurry up,
It was
Hurry up.
so
We
cold.
were so cold and getting soaked in the hail and
The
the
hail kept
splashing.
bouncing down my dress. I mean, it was just ridiculous.
Jeez.
You know what? So I'm standing there with Mom under an umbrella, and our umbrella's here, and somebody's umbrella was lower than ours. So the hail would hit theirs and then bounce
in.
onto us, and a couple of the hail things went down Mom's top. And we've told this story now to 4 or 5 people, and it didn't occur to me just now. Why were you wearing a top
Sad.
with cleavage that hail could actually go into?
At a funeral.
It was.
At a funeral.
It wasn't. I don't know. I can't.
You know my father would have.
Explain.
You know my father would have loved that.
Yeah, I did that. I did that for your dad.
By the way, my father at 88, I think, was hornier than he was when he was 68.
Are you serious?
My mom would say he would make comments in the home all the time,
Oh,
not
yeah.
about her,
Oh,
but
yeah.
about women that would walk by. Oh, look at that sweater. I like the way she looks today. It was insane.
Yep.
Oh wow.
It was insane. You know what else is insane? Not making reservations at Donovan Steakhouse for Mother's Day because it's coming
Nice.
up.
Nice
Oh,
segue.
yeah.
And if my mom lived in San Diego, I would take her there, and you should take your mom there. You should be calling your mom anyways. You should be calling your dad anyways.
Yeah, you should.
Just to say hi, just to say you love them, because you never know when the moment will happen.
Amen.
But until that moment happens and you've still got them, Donovan's is there for you. You cannot, you will not make a mistake by going there. I can't say that really about any other place in town. I can tell you go there and you will walk away going, wow, I did the right thing today.
Hell yeah.
Not just for them, but for yourself. And it's a selfish move, sort of, because while you're being nice and taking someone you love, your mother on Mother's Day, you get to eat like a king.
Yep.
Yeah. When are we going again?
Eat a
When
steak.
are we all
I
going?
know. We've been all so busy.
Uh-huh.
Donovan's Steak and Chop House, Donovan's Prime Seafood in San Diego, downtown San Diego, and UTC La Jolla.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out online at donovansprimeseafood.com. You'll be glad you did.
What are we making tonight? Tell me.
We're making these
excited.
Asian-inspired salmon tacos.
That's what
No
I'm talking
way.
Yeah.
You're welcome. My
They're really
people
good.
say you're welcome.
Well,
Lynn says you're welcome.
I'm excited.
Kelly got this thing out of the other room, so
Oh yeah.
here's what it is. A connection was made for me and a chaplain in the Army, a guy named Perry Cortez. And here he is. Sam, I hope this email finds you well. I'm not sure if you remember, but wait, do we show this? My email's on here that we don't need to show. Do we do that?
I won't show it.
Okay, good.
I'll just show the picture.
Oh, just show the picture?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Thanks. I was the Army captain who spoke with San Diego literally minutes before I boarded the plane to come play here in the Sandbox. I want to let you know that I flew a U.S. flag in your honor at one of Saddam Hussein's palaces called Victory Over America. He was constructing the palace with money that originally was going to fund food for the Iraqi people. Oh, well, that's what you would do. You would take money that would feed your people and you would build yourself a house out of it. The name came from his intention of surviving a war over the U.S. The palace faces west. He truly thought that he would have won over us. In close, please find a picture of your flag
That's cool.
that's in that room that I will proudly send to you. I'm the bald, scary-looking guy. No, he's not scary. He is bald, absolutely. I don't think he's scary, and he's an absolute sweetheart. It's official. Your show's been seen in Iraq. It's been seen in the following provinces:
Wow.
Al-Basra, Najaf, Baghdad, Diwaniyah, and also one short stop in Kuwait. I introduced your show to some of the Iraqi interpreters. They wondered if all Americans cooked like you. I told them there was only one Sam. Thanks for making us laugh out here and helping us forget that where we were for at least a little while.
That's
How
really
awesome is
cool.
that?
That's really cool.
You want to know something funny tonight?
Perry's
People-
awesome.
This happened to me twice so far. People are posting, and then just as I get my reply,
Yeah.
and I hit enter or whatever you do, it says that it's preventing me from posting. And
Why?
it gives you an option to try again, so I try again, and then it says that the person retracted their post.
What?
So I'm trying to figure out why some people are.
You know what I
pulling
think?
out
I
their
think
pants.
sometimes you you write things, and perhaps in the theme of the show tonight, which clearly is not morbid, but I'm talking about my father's funeral and stuff. Maybe they posted something they thought was funny, and the second they read it, they went, maybe it's not funny. Maybe it's that kind of stuff.
No, Sarah was just talking about tiny steaks. Sarah Hess was talking about tiny steaks with a pat of butter. And I was trying to post back that I think that Blake was going to look for something more than a tiny steak. And before I could even comment, it was gone.
That's
Let's
interesting.
cook.
Sarah,
Let's cook.
We could
come
cook something.
clean,
I'm
come clean.
starving.
Hey, we covered that Meat Fest story with. Hey, Steve. Now that you've been back at work, did anything ever pop up with that?
We didn't cover it.
We didn't talk about that
We
story.
didn't talk about this.
The hand
No.
on the guy's shirt.
No, we never
No,
talked
we
about
never
it.
Oh.
Do we really want to go there?
Save it for another
I
show.
forgot.
Should we save it?
Let's save it for
We'll
Wednesday.
save
Save it for
Save it.
Wednesday night. Somebody remind us if we don't. I got to put that back.
Hand on
Somebody
the shirt.
remind
Hand on the
us. No,
shirt at the
no.
meat
Just
party.
the meat fest story. That's all it is. It's the Meat Fest story. That's all we have
The
to
hand
do.
job
You
at the
can call
meat
it
fest
meat hands.
story. Got
Meat
it.
hands.
The hand job at the meat party. Got it.
Oh my
I'll be sure to remind you.
God. Oh my God. By the way, what's the guy's name that got kicked off on American Idol last week when we weren't here, Kelly? Corey?
No, the guy Steve liked too. The guy.
That guy got kicked off, Steve. And why did he get kicked off?
Popular.
Because it's a bunch of 8-year-old kids watching that show
Yeah,
voting.
exactly.
And they're voting for.
No, we've
Who are
talked
they
about
voting
this.
for?
Remember, every constituency pushes through their person. There's nothing wrong with it, but all the Asians vote for the Asians, all the Latinos vote for the Latinos, all the white people in Middle America vote for the country singers, and
Which that girl is
Let's put
horrible.
it this way.
I don't know. I
Don't
think
mess with the
it's
Asian vote.
just how it is.
Wait, Steve just said she's horrible. I actually am starting to like her a little bit.
Ugh, not at all.
I don't.
Compared to the other singers?
No, compared to the other singers.
on. Well, that's
but I'm
what
not.
this
But
is
I'm not.
about.
But I'm not hating her. But I don't know how she's still there. What's that dude's name? Corey?
No, I like James.
No,
I can't remember.
nothing
It
with the
doesn't
J.
matter. He's gone.
Shh.
Poor guy.
What's with the frantic music? It's like you're doing drugs. Hell, it's like
Stuck
you're
on
doing drugs. You can't handle the
Your
truth.
mom's doing drugs.
You ready
No,
to cook?
she's 87, and she's not doing drugs.
Oh.
Feel good about yourself now?
Sarah just appeared.
Do you feel good
Oh
about
my
yourself
God,
now?
how cute is this?
What?
So Sarah has now reposted. She goes, I felt silly for being selfish and bragging about my buttered steaks. It didn't seem to fit in with the flow. I shouldn't be allowed near the delete option or a share.
Oh,
Mom,
no.
you're so
It's
mean.
completely
You're so mean,
fit.
Mom. You
It's
just
a
totally
food show.
called her out
It's
when she felt
random.
embarrassed.
No, Mom didn't call her out. Mom
Yeah,
just
she
wondered.
did.
No,
Cute.
Mom just
Sarah-
wondered why
no,
she's fled on
Sarah
us.
secretly just wanted to delete her comment with no noise about it, and Mom decides to be like, "Oh, why did somebody delete their comment?
You know
Oh,
what?
Sarah has just had a comment on
That's
here,
why
but
it's
now
called the
gone."
World Wide Web.
You're just embarrassing, Mom.
If you play, you pay.
Oh, I wish
I
we
love
no.
Sarah.
What?
I wish we could see how many comments you've half typed out, Mom, and then deleted before you posted them.
No, that's because I have typos. Knock it off.
All right, Dad, you ready?
You know what, Max? I've been ready since 10 o'clock this morning.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go. All right, so here's what we're going to do. This is the cooking portion of the show brought to you by Fixtures Living. I don't know that the cooking portion is brought to you by Fixtures Living, but it is tonight.
It works.
And they're celebrating Patio Nation all this month. That means Fridays and Saturdays this month, they're doing demos with badass outdoor equipment that you're going to want, that you're going to drool over.
Yep.
Because you know you need to do something new in your house. So just don't go to some boring place and check it out and just see things sitting there dry, boxed up. Go to Fixtures Living where you can see things like the Woodstone Hearth, an amazing pizza factory. It's really not a factory, but it's so cool. Shit, did I not take that salmon out? I was supposed to take, it's gonna be fine. It's It's gonna be fine. I was supposed to take that.
Hey, and for those that missed it, we had an amazing live cast. At,
We did.
At Fixtures. In San Diego, here in San Diego on Doughty Street. And you can just go to the livecast.com and check out the whole episode. It's right there.
Look, I don't want to just fly too far past what's going on at Fixtures. So they're celebrating Patio Nation, and really it means that you can go and check out all kinds of amazing outdoor equipment. And what is it? Somebody check the schedule. Woodstone Hearth, and I think Wolf has stuff that's going to be used this Friday and this Saturday. And I'll be there Friday between like 1 and 2:30 hanging out, and come have something to eat. But you can see these things being used. It's about learning. You'll learn legitimate stuff about how these pieces of equipment work. That's what they do. They're not just selling cool shit. They're teaching you about it. And who does that?
Demos with Wolf and Woodstone Hearth,
That's
April
what it is.
27th and 28th, Friday and Saturday.
There you go. Thank you very much.
No
And you
problem.
get a free latte.
And you can have
It's a
amazing,
nice looking piece of
amazing
fish.
coffee, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
So if you were gonna pull it out, what would you have done with it?
it just would have warmed it up a little bit
Oh,
more.
okay.
But while it's here,
And are we gonna use this more like sashimi, or is it gonna be grilled? Well, I guess you're gonna use it
I
like
am.
sashimi.
here's what I have to do. I have to get this off the skin because I don't really need this skin. So Steve, you can't really.
Lynn might be able to get a good shot there.
Steve, you're dead on Wednesday.
I'm dead on Wednesday?
Yep.
What does that
because
mean?
People are asking about the meat party.
Oh.
And Sandy says she can't wait to hear about the hand job at
Oh
the
yeah,
meat
Dad.
party.
Yeah. Hand job at the meat party, Dad. Don't forget.
Awful, doesn't it?
Is that what we said? Hand job at the meat party?
No.
No,
I said meat hands.
So here's the skin.
It's all bad.
Look at I just went underneath this big beautiful fillet here. Just ran my knife underneath it and I took off the skin. Sometimes I like to cook with the skin on, but in this case, I don't need it.
I don't like the skin.
Give away the best part.
Oh, Lynn.
Oh,
Lynn.
gross.
Oh, Lynn, your Asian is
What?
showing.
I know, Lynn.
Asian
I know.
is
It's like we're throwing away the chicken feet, and he goes, "This is the best part."
All right, so this I can't keep doing this. But this is like the belly part. This thin part that I really like. Okay. So here's what we're doing. We're making salmon tacos. So we're going to cook the salmon in here. I'm going to heat this up because the tortillas are going to have to go in that. I have a little sauce thing that I'm going to make. But I want to make like a little, I like, you know, the salmon is going to be soft in this thing. The tortilla will be sort of soft. I want a little crunchy bite. So I'm going to mix two little things to make a little crunchy bite. And they're going to be this.
What the?
You know what this is?
No.
It's in, say it, Kel? Jicama.
Jicama.
Jicama. Jicama. I don't know why I
Say it,
I
can't.
Kel.
love jicama.
So jicama, if you've not had it, is like, what is it, Kel? It's like apple. It's like a cross between, right? Apple and something?
Yeah, it's like a tasteless Asian pear.
No.
Tasteless, no,
I guess.
yummy.
No, it's good, but it's just not as flavorful as a pear, right?
Right.
Hey, I have this white peach balsamic vinegar that I've been putting on like fruit salads. It's
Oh,
amazing.
right.
Listen to
It's
you.
like the best thing I've ever had.
Excuse me.
And with like jicama and diced up veggies, it's amazing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Little chili on there too?
How about,
Hell yeah.
it's really good.
Yum.
Jicama is really delicious.
So now Blake is flirting with Sarah. And he says, I was listening on my iPhone and I couldn't post, but I just wanted to say it's not about the size of the steak. It's the quality of the cooking.
Oh.
Oh,
How
if Blake,
cute.
awesome. If Blake's watching, I just need to let him know. I just got back late yesterday from LA, so your money's gonna be in the mail soon, Blake.
What does
What
that
are you
even
paying
mean?
Blake
What the hell
for?
does that even mean?
What the hell, Blake?
I'm not Blake. Don't tell anybody. Nobody gets to know.
You creeps. I don't know who's
Okay, look.
creepier, you or
Nobody
Blake
gets
right
to
now.
know. No, I'm just kidding. It was for that Coachella ticket. Remember?
Oh, they did something with the Coachella
Yeah,
ticket.
yeah.
Okay,
He's
so
not
I've just
paying me,
cut this thin, right?
SOL.
Look at thin here, right? So the other thing that's going to go with is This is hot. Sorry, Steve. There's no good way to do this. There's some green onion. And you know what? I always get to this. Sometimes I get to this point in this cooking segment and I think I could have prepped a whole lot of stuff. And then I think, no, one of the things I like about it is that I don't. I like that I, in a very short period of time, can go from nothing to something that's cooked. And that's the point of this. I mean, all the other shows, they're out there prepping everything. And I don't want to do that. I want this just to be a hands-on, here's how we do this. When you don't get anything going in advance. So this stuff, the green onions, same thing. I want these things to be thinly sliced, like this. It's kind of a little bit hard to do. It's a little fussy, but
You know, can you explain how high you're supposed to go on? How low
Yeah.
on a green onion?
here's what I do. You know what?
'Cause you can use both ends, right? Green and...
You can. Here's what I use. I use the white and the light green parts.
Okay. So
You have to
for that
clean it
one-
up a little bit. Like this you don't want, so you'll peel this stuff back, right? If you're going to get this right, I would peel this piece right off. And I would go here. I would cut this little hairy end off,
Yep.
so it's gone there. And I would use up to about here. You can definitely use this stuff up here. And sometimes,
Like garnish?
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, if you want these pretty little rings for something, that's where they would come from. And they're fine. But for this is the part that I want. I want just these white and the light green parts. I want them to be like, you know, like little matchsticks kind of. Super thin. Except I always have trouble sometimes with this.
Yeah, that looks scary.
Well, you know what? There may be a professional way to cut this that I just don't know about. Lynn? Do your people have a special class on scallions?
It's called practice.
It's called practice, right? So look at what it is. It's the green onion here. It's the jicama. Jicama, right, Kel?
Whatever you want.
I always say it wrong. Come here. That will mix together. And that will make a nice, what the hell, throw this stuff in. That will make a nice little addition to the
Nice.
tacos, right? Okay, so let's just clean this up. And we're almost there. So now we've got this. I'm just gonna cut these
Lynn, can you get lucky right now? Oops.
into a couple
If
of
you
pieces.
can.
Wow, look at
That's
him.
where I want to be
He
right
just
now.
had a huge stretch like this, one of those. Oh, lucky.
Where's the ass and where's the face?
That's
Oh,
exactly
there's
right,
the
Max.
face.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Some
forget it.
stuff. All right,
It's
all right,
done.
all right, all right. It's done.
That's salmon.
Okay, so look what I've done. I've just cut these into little pieces like this, right? So we're ready. Let me turn this pan on.
No.
Lucky.
Now sit down.
And let me get the little sauce pieces that I need. They're very simple. It's hoisin, and you know we've talked about it sort of like Chinese barbecue sauce. So we're going to put some of this in here. And a little, where is it?
We should put together like a little Sam Livecast
Chili
survival
paste.
guide.
A little
that
things you
need
have to have?
Yeah, hoisin sauce.
Hoisin
Things like
sauce,
that. Hoisin
chili
sauce.
paste, right?
Yep.
I just did this at a Vietnamese restaurant.
Sriracha.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Right, chili paste right here, right?
But I did about 50-50.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So you're saying you want more in here?
No, it's good.
Okay, that's ready. That's ready. This is now getting hot. Tortillas are right here. You can use anything you want. I'm shooting tomorrow at the Wild Animal Park.
No way.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Where?
I
I
can't
hope you're
tell
not
you.
cooking any
Oh.
meat. I hope you're not having a meat party over there. What are you making?
I'm doing a kangaroo and
No.
buffalo.
Stop it. What are you making?
Fresh,
I didn't
right?
even
It's
think about
fresh
that.
meat.
Huh?
Seafood?
Pardon?
He's making salmon tacos.
No, I'm talking about tomorrow
That's
at the
so
Wild
funny.
Animal.
You want to know something?
You should do seafood.
When I cooked at the zoo, the San Diego Zoo, I did all vegetarian stuff.
That's good.
But I actually was going to do one not vegetarian thing tomorrow. I don't know if that's cool. I just lost my earpiece, by the way. Not that it matters. I'm okay. All right. So this is hot. And you know, I like, look it. It's smoking hot. That's how I like it. So we'll just use a little peanut oil in this. Let me throw these guys on here.
Peanut oil for any particular reason?
This is going to happen very fast. So a little peanut oil in there.
Does it have to be peanut oil?
We'll get the salmon.
Oh, he can hear us.
They said doesn't need to be peanut oil.
No, it can be anything you want.
But peanut oil is nice with Asian food, right?
Yeah, the thing about, I use peanut oil, I mean, it all smokes, but peanut oil smokes at a higher temperature. So a little bit of salt. I mean, look, literally it's almost done. It's gonna break apart a little tiny bit, but hopefully not too much. Nice, we're almost there. All right, you ready, Steve?
Yeah.
You don't need oil. You don't need a pan with oil to cook tortillas. This is non-stick. If you don't have one of these things, no big deal. Just use a little non-stick pan and you're gonna be all right. All right, so this is perfect. I'm gonna turn that off. These guys are hot and ready. I'll put them here. We'll do that and watch. Here's what we get. No, don't eat the same thing all the time, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've talked about that. It's time to have different stuff. And I think salmon tacos that look like this, nice, fresh, beautiful pieces. You don't have to buy a gorgeous piece of salmon. Buy an end or something. Maybe it's cheaper at the store, right? Oh God, are these gonna, Steve, we're gonna light these or what? And how long do these take? I don't know, was it 5 minutes? Maybe it's been 5 minutes.
10 minutes.
Barely.
Right, that's it.
Yeah.
And trust me, if I had people coming over, I would have stuff prepared. And I didn't have stuff prepared, so, right? Just a little bit of this slaw on top of this. It's nice to have a little contrast.
Wow,
The crunch with the
those look
soft of this thing.
amazing.
How's that look, Kel?
Absolutely amazing.
Looks good,
That's
great.
going to make for a good photo, Lynn.
It is. Well, this one won't make for a good photo because I'm about to eat this.
Wow.
And I'm really happy to. Look how beautiful,
Look
right
at
in
that.
there, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
a thing of beauty. Right there.
I'll tell you how it tastes, if it's a taste of beauty.
We got to get Sandy to try that. She does not like salmon.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And they're a little drippy. Don't leave out the crunch. It's really good. It's multi-dimensional. All right. I didn't really intend to talk about my dad the whole night, but it was not a bad thing that we did.
Oh, that's great.
We learned some things. As somebody said to me yesterday, you can't spell funeral without F-U-N. And that's what we did. We had a good time. It was a celebration. It wasn't just a bunch of sadness and mourning. Here's the best thing I can tell you. If you have parents, go call them right now. Unless it's really late where they are, then make sure you call them in the morning. Just say hello. You don't have to have a long conversation, because I'm telling you, one day you won't be able to do it, and that will be the time you think about it. All right? Thank you for being here. We'll see you Wednesday night. You know what we're doing Wednesday night?
Talking about the hand job at the meat party.
The hand job at the meat party. I can't wait. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. See ya.
That's going to be the title.